Hail and well met, 'tis I, Bard, they them and she her, welcoming you once again to the mad realm. And in today's tale of mortality, I shall tell you of the Ascended, those mortal persons whom have, through great deed and cult following, ascended and become an immortal, a god, a spirit. It is these beings, the Ascended, that define Ascenscia, for all mortals can theoretically become ascended, but it is only the greatest and most horrible of their number that can achieve such an apotheosis. So, without further ado, let me tell you about them. The Ascended are mortals who have achieved immortality through deeds and belief. Every culture boasts of their Ascended with fervent praise. In life, Ascended were powerful, revered mortals, possessed of a soul wrought to dominate. Their influence shaped their world around them for all. Like a prayer, the names of the Ascended were spoken. Nations were founded and destroyed by their hands. Upon their death, the Ascended were worshipped like gods, and now, through the fanaticism of their living cultists, the dead became imbued with immortal power beyond that which any living vessel could contain. Ascended mortals possess the same powers as gods, with as much hunger as the powers that be. With a mortal's heart, their desires are wanton, their machinations without singularity. More than immortals, Ascended shall walk upon the mortal realm and act. At the head of armies shall they be found, slaughtering foes by the score, and giving wisdom for a simple price. But as mortals want to do, Ascended come and go freely. With nigh infinite strength, Ascended stay in their realms, granting powers and reveling in the power to have any legendary whim fulfilled. When their infinite pleasures bore deep a hollowness only a mortal can feel, an Ascended shall return to the mortal realm to sup the simplicity they left behind. Ascended are as varied in personality and aspect as other humans. The quest to ascend has driven countless mortals mad. Not all who seek ascension succeed. The lost and the damned shades who sought apotheosis wander the immortal realms, filled with anger until their name is invoked to spread ruin in the form of unstoppable undead. Only powerful venturers have been able to slay these failures at great cost and with the help of non-mortals. Cursed with the knowledge no immortal realm shall take their souls, and the mortal realm recoils at their presence, the damned lost all sense of themselves except the ambitions they held. Invariably, the quest fails, destroying anything they create. Furthermore, the many who do ascend after death but did not want to are quiet paragons. Unlike other immortals, there is only one Ascended of the same name, and no derivations or adjacent spawn may emerge from the aether. An Ascended of war may directly smite a warrior who invoked their name dishonorably, even if the mortal believed their patron would have done the same. There is no interpretation to an Ascended, only respect or disrespect to them as in life. Ascended are not omnipotent or omnipresent either, unlike some deities. To call the attention of an Ascended, one must call them by their name. The ambivalence of many gods, content on fattening upon offerings, is not within an Ascended's purview. The more sacrifices they are offered, the more they shall ordain the believer. Even when their peoples fade into forgotten lore and the immortals they worshipped in life die, ascended remain, broken and beleaguered, to wander realms akin to powerful rifted. Now, please, hearken to these words by a venture that has been and was, one whom has loved and been loved, one whom has lost and is lost, one whom lived and whom died. The ascended are pedagons of mortality. To ascend is to show the will of mortals to defy death, and the immortals who lord over humanity. We may all ascend to claim our destinies as masters of the realms. We are mortals, born of a mortal will, doomed to die, but may live forever in song and memory. Hail and well met, 'tis I Bard, they, them, and she, her, thanking you all for listening to this episode of Tales of Mortality, a podcast focusing on the world building project that I have been creating for some 18 odd years now. A project that is a world of magic and madness, where humanity survives against innumerable existential and mundane horrors through the spirit indomitable and itself. Thank you all for listening to this episode on the Ascended, those persons that have since shed their mortal coil and through devotion become gods, and those persons that have sort of given Ascenscia its name. If you enjoyed this, please do all of those cool YouTube things, liking, subscribing, all that, yada yada. You get the picture. And share it with anyone that you think might be interested in this project. And of course, if you would like to see some minis and stuff that will be featured later on to sort of give context, you can see my Instagram over at Bard of the Mad Realm on Instagram.com. But yeah. Thank you all for listening. I hope you have a glorious day, and may chaos reign.